Hello everyone, my name is Stan and I want to thank you for checking out my video today. If you like what you're about to hear and see in this video, or if I've helped you in any way, please like and subscribe to help with the YouTube algorithm so I can continue to make more content for you guys. Today we'll be talking about how to fund and add money to your NovaTech account for the first time after you've sign up and you basically want to fund the account. We're going to go over that and also how to upgrade your account from an external wallet like Coinbase, crypto, and many other out there. The process is similar except for one, I believe it's mainly one click that's different in terms of funding it for the first time and upgrading it from the external wallet because they're both coming from the same place. But first and foremost, please remember that this video is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Everything you hear on this video are my own opinions and are based on from my own experiences. Please take everything you hear and see as entertainment and educational purposes only. Absolutely do your own due diligence on the subject matter before you move forward if you're going to proceed with investing with NovaTech or anything else I may talk about on this channel. With that being said, let's dive right in. First, you want to make sure we mention that NovaTech, once you sign up for NovaTech, the system give you 48 hours to fund your account before it remove your account, delete your account. So it's not a permanent delete, remove, where you won't be able to sign up again, but you could go through the process again once you're ready, but you'll have to use a different email address, a different username. So instead of going through this hassle, what is usually suggested is that you have your money, your fund, your crypto ready in the wallet that you are going to use first before signing up for NovaTech. Now, it takes some time when you transfer the money, depending on how you're transferring it to the wallet. It can take 12 days I've seen for the longest. I'm one of the longest before the money is clear. So you definitely want to choose wisely depending on the amount that you are adding to the wallet, how you sending it to the wallet, and confirm the time that the money will at which point the money will be available before you open your NovaTech account. It's not a race to see who finished first. As long as if you're gonna open it, just make sure the money is available because after 48 hours, NovaTech will terminate your account. So for this video, we'll be using Coinbase as the crypto wallet, and we'll be purchasing Bitcoin. So there are many different options. As we know, NovaTech allow you to fund your account with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and now USDT ERC20. So on the home in the homepage on Coinbase, you could either search for Bitcoin, or if you scroll down a bit, you are going to see on the watch list the top ones are basically the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT. If you click on buy, you're gonna see the box to the right pop up. Basically, the first one, if you already have money in Coinbase, you're gonna see where it says you could buy up to such and such amount, depending on how much you have available. But if you do not have any money yet, say you just set up the Coinbase account, right? And you don't have money in it yet, we're gonna go through the process of adding the funds in there and how you could add it. So if you decide to purchase with a different cryptocurrency, you could click on to the right that little arrow where it says Bitcoin, and you could choose the crypto that you want out of the other three options. But if you okay with Bitcoin, um, and you want to purchase, then you leave it as is. But the first thing is before even purchasing, you have to add the money. So you still go through the process of clicking on buy Bitcoin, and then this comes up, and then you're gonna click on the pay with cash, the arrow next to pay with cash. You click on it, and then it'll bring up the next screen you're gonna see here. This will basically give you an option on how you wanna pay, how you wanna add money to your crypto wallet. There are different ways. Of course, we see the debit card. You could connect your debit card and add money to there, PayPal, direct deposit. But we're gonna go over with linking your bank account and transfer via wire transfer. So they use Plaid to connect your bank account to Coinbase, and as long as you have online banking where you have a username and password for your bank account, depending on which bank you have, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. As long as you have online banking, you can use this option to connect your bank to Coinbase, and then transfer the money there once it's connect. It's only a few steps. Once you click on that and you click on continue, it'll basically ask you to log in to your bank through the third party Play. And once you connect, you go to verification. It's gonna send you a code on your phone to make sure you are who you say you are. So you just have to follow that step. It's pretty simple. Once the bank is connect, you could transfer funds from your Coinbase account. You could use this from the Coinbase and transfer fund from your bank to the Coinbase. Or you could wire the money. Now the main difference is right. If you're sending, I would say less than $1,000 to your Coinbase account. It's probably best you use the bank to send that money over, because there are fees. I think they're like $40 fees altogether that get added when you're sending a wire transfer. So if it's less than $1,000, like less than 800 or something, you might as well connect the bank, transfer the money after it's connected, and wait a few days before you could open the NovaTech account. But if it's gonna be a higher amount, say 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, it's in your advantage at that point to wire the money from your bank to Coinbase. The money will be available the same day, I believe in the afternoon. It will be available, if not in the afternoon, like a couple hours, depending on how things are moving that day. But the money will be available the same day, and you could set up the Novatech account the same day, purchase your crypto the same day, and invest with Novatech the same day. Instead of waiting, say, 7 days, 10 days to open your NovaTech account, you might as well pay the $40 fee and open it right away and start earning with NovaTech right away. And at the end of the day, you will more than make up for that amount. The higher the amount, the more you'll be making up for. You know what I mean? So, and to wire the money, you just click on wire transfer, and then it'll give you the screen that you see all the way to the right. The only thing you don't see here is the account number, which is the only thing that's actually unique to each individual. But the rest is the same. It's just basically Coinbase banking information, which is available for everyone to see or find out. The only thing that's unique to each person is the account number. So you, with that information, you have everything you need to basically set up your wire transfer from your bank side, online banking, or you could go to your bank and say you want to wire the money and you have all the information to provide to them any way possible. And if you need assistance, of course, your sponsor should definitely be able to help you out or reach out. And if you're signing up, I'll be glad to sponsor you. And I have my link in the description. And once you're ready, and we could definitely go through the process. But say you transfer the money, money's in Coinbase, it's ready, it's available, it's cleared, and you open your Novatech account. How do you fund it? Now, we click on funding. Once you log into Novatech, it gets you to the back office. On the left-hand side, you click on funding, and on the right side, the only difference is if you're purchasing a package for the first time, you're funding your Novatech account for the first time, you click on enrollment packages. If at any other time, say you funded your account before, and you just want to upgrade your account and you want to add a little more money, say you added 500 this week, and say in 2 weeks you're coming back here and you're adding say 1,000 or something, or another 500. The second time you'll be clicking on upgrade account, and you won't see the next step because it only apply to enrollment packages, because you actually have to pick a package. But right after that, you continue on, it's the same thing. So this one, you're gonna continue with enrollment packages because there's an extra step. And once you click on enrollment packages, you get this screen right here. And each of those are different packages you could purchase. Now you could say, hey, I never seen that 49.95. They do have a package for 49.95, but I don't suggest anyone who's not willing to take part of the whole NovaTech experience to purchase that. Because what that is only the licensing, the affiliate licensing that you receive with that. The only thing you could do is tell someone about NovaTech, they come in, and you get referral bonuses from them. You cannot let your money will not stay in NovaTech, and you cannot add your own money to gain interest in NovaTech. And you cannot reinvest, you cannot do any of this that with your own funds. The only thing that could do you that happen is you'll be purchasing the affiliate packages, and you could tell people about NovaTech. They'll be joining for the experience. They'll be getting the whole process, affiliate packages together with adding their own money, getting interest, but you won't. So be careful with that. The package you could start with is the builder package, and just like it sounds, is just something to start with. But you really wanna start with the bronze if you're gonna start. But if your choice is to start with the builder, and next week you're gonna be able to add another 100, or you're gonna tell a couple people, take advantage of the affiliate packages, you could definitely start with the builder and work your way through. There's another video, how to make passive income with NovaTech, that I have. You could check it out, which give detailed information on the different packages, and how to take advantage of each of them. So, and it tells you more about the program as well, if this is the first time you're hearing about this. But if you're funding your account, most likely you've already know about the packages and so on and so on, and the advantage of each. So now you select a package, and you want to go through the process of adding money. Say you want to add $1,000. On the top of the page, you're going to see the box with the default one in there. And you basically want to add $1,000, for example, right? And you type 1,000, and then you click on add fund. Once it load up, you will basically scroll down to the bottom to this section right here. We want to make sure we select coin payment, which is the processing um, uh, company that they Novatech use to actually process the payments, one of the most reputable one out there. And the e-wallet is when you basically transferring money from your bonus account to your investments account, to your trading account. So we don't want to pick that for this one because we're making an outside payment. So you select coin payment, and of course we know the different option Novatech provide. Then we say we're gonna pick the Bitcoin as far as cryptocurrency. We select Bitcoin, and you put a check mark on the agreement section on both of the boxes, the membership agreement and the term and the condition. You click on validate. Once you click on validate, it's gonna show the upgrade account. Now you click on upgrade account, and you click OK on the next message that'll pop up. And the next box you're gonna see is the box to your right. It's gonna give you basically a scan code that you'll be able to use if you're using the app on your phone for Coinbase, or it's going to be giving you the addresses as well, the crypto address that you are so to send that money to. You could copy that address, and make note of the first two character and the last two character to make sure you're copying the right thing, and you're going to paste it in the Coinbase system the right way. Now you really want to pay attention to the crypto amount. So you see where it says 0.0 something, whatever amount that $1,000 is gonna equal to, you wanna copy that. You don't wanna put the when you're sending the money in Coinbase, you don't want to put it in dollars because cryptocurrency is very volatile. $1,000 um, it can mean this minute, this second, and crypto value, and the next minute is a completely different thing. It could go up or down, whatever the case is, and you want to send the amount in crypto. Like you see, I would say you may be $1,000, but it's gonna be, and Bitcoin is gonna be point zero zero something something, and then you copy that or you make a note of it. You basically will have the screen available there to see exactly what's the amount in Bitcoin you need to send. Once you copy it, you make note of it, you leave the screen there for your NovaTech. You don't close it, you just leave it there. And then you open up Coinbase either on your phone or on the computer. So you open up Coinbase on the phone or on the computer. From the computer, you basically will click on Send Receive. On the home page for Coinbase, you will click on Send Receive. So once you click on Send Receive, this box will come up, and you want to make sure you are on the Send section. And to put first of all, it's going to ask you to put the value in dollar amount, how much dollar and of Bitcoin you want to send. What you want to do is click on that little double arrow right above BTC next to the zero, and it will change so you could enter it in crypto amount instead of the dollar amount. So you basically match it with what you saw on the NovaTech payment screen. I mean, coin payment from NovaTech, so you match it with that same amount. What I usually do is make that amount a little higher. So if, for example, if it's 0.00248, I will probably make it like 0.00249 or 50 or something, just to kind of make it like you could play around with it, because as you type in the number, it'll give you how much it is in dollar amount. And you want to make it like, I usually make it like, $3 or $4 more, to account for any fees that's going to be taking place. But I think what Novatex is doing now, basically, in the near future, if it's not already done, even if your amount is a little short, they will take it anyway and invest the amount that you send. But I always usually send like $2, $3, $2, $3 more to account for fees. But if you send a lot more, like 10, $15, and you were supposed, and you wanted to send only 1,000, and you send, say, 1,000 $10 or something, coin payment will send you an email back to claim the additional funds that you sent. So that payment will be going to you, or Novatech could take the whole amount. If it's not that much more, they'll take it and you see it apply in your Novatech account. So you put the amount, and you're paying with crypto. If it's on the computer, you copy the address and make note on the first two characters and the last two. You paste it where it says on the to field. I usually always suggest that you make a note for yourself for tracking purposes. Whatever the case is, you make a note sending such amount on this date to Novatech, just so you know what's going on the note. And then you click on continue. Once you click on continue, it'll basically go to the verification process in order for you to send that payment. And if it's the first time you are sending a payment on Coinbase, especially to Novatech, Coinbase have the tendency to hold the payment for about 48 hours before they release it. And of course, we don't want that. But they do give you an option to go to verification process. I know they definitely do that for the app, and they would go to a verification process where you would need to take a picture of the front and back of your license and take a selfie. So if it's the first time you're sending a payment from Coinbase, be ready when you see the message that says, hey, we're gonna hold the money for 48 hours for security purposes before we release it. Don't freak out, because right below that, they give you an option, release now with photo verification, something to that effect. But you will select that option, and take a picture of the front and back of your license, and you take a selfie. Usually in like 3-4 minutes, Coinbase release that money. And so don't worry about that part at all. I've seen it happen many times. and the money always get cleared. And and it depends on what how the system is running. NovaTech usually get funded sometime 10 minutes after, 30 minutes after. The most I've seen is about an hour after. So once Coinbase send that money, I've not had any issue, and the people have helped through the process. Have not had any issue with their money being processed. So just follow those steps, and you'll be, doing the same thing. This was if you're sending it to the computer, right? Using a web browser. And this is if you're sending it to your phone. All you have to do is click on the on the home screen on the phone. You may have to click on pay first at the bottom, and then you click on send on the top. Once you click on send, it gives you the same similar screen to the other one. You will click on that little double arrow to put crypto amount instead of dollar amount. And as you type the amount, it'll tell you how much it is in dollar amount. Just make sure it's over $1,000 if you're sending $1,000, or at least $1,000. So, and once you're done, you will click on continue. The app gonna ask you, hey, you want to send money for two friends, blah blah blah. Not now. Friends can wait a little later when you actually start making some money with this. So once you click on that now, it'll get you to this screen, which will allow you to enter the crypto address. I don't suggest you type anything manually as far as entering crypto address, because if you make one mistake, you will lose the money. And we don't want that. We work hard for it. We basically want the money to work hard for us and not losing it along the way. So that little icon on the right side of the address bar, if you click on it, that will activate your scan on your phone to the camera, and just point the camera to the payment code from Coin Payment that you process on the NovaTech website. If you just point the camera on that code, it will scan it. It will provide the right crypto address. And again, you could, if you're paranoid like I am, you could still verify the first two characters and the last two, but it's always been the same. But hey, listen, technology, right? So you scan it, address pop up, and you want to make a note. I always suggest you make a note, and then you continue, you review, you send. It'll ask you to do the same thing as far as the verification. Send you a code to your phone. You put the code. And if it is the first time, like we said before, it'll say it'll hold it for 48 hours, but don't worry, go to the picture ID process. It will release it right away for you. So these were the steps. If you have any question, please feel free to comment. Um, eh, it's it could be a little bit overwhelmed in the beginning. Doing this for the first time, I understand. That's why I'm making these videos, to actually walk you guys through it. But feel free to comment and ask anything else. Feel free to talk to your sponsor. They should be able to assist you as much as possible throughout this process. That's part, of the whole system, though it's developed. That's the way you actually process payment for the first time, or if you are upgrading your account from an external wallet. Please, guys, please remember, always invest wisely. Only invest the amount of money that would not drastically impact your lifestyle in a negative way. Um, it happens. Everything's a risk. It happens. If something risky, just trying to manage the risk as best as possible. But again, this is one of the safer route. From what I've experienced with other platforms, this is one of the safest route that you could go investing. Have a plan going in. If you want to invest such and such amount, and you say, hey, every week I'm gonna take some out, or I'm gonna wait till I get this amount and withdraw my main capital out, and just to be on the safe side. Once your main capital out, like we said before, you're playing with house money, and whatever happened from that point on, it'll hurt because in your name it already says you had this amount. If something happened later on, um, then you withdrew your capital. You've made a little interest on top of it already. So have a plan, have a strategy, have a way of investing, the right way. Don't just blindly, even if I'm telling you to join and whatever the case is, don't just blindly join and, leave the money there for 10 years. Why? while bills are piling up. You know what I mean? And once you get to a point where you can, enjoy it a little bit, enjoy it. If it's not gonna go anywhere, enjoying some of it along the way won't hurt you. You know what I mean? So have a plan and invest wisely. Don't go crazy with the amount, thinking, hey, if I put this amount, find a way to put this amount, it's gonna be no. You'll get to that amount when you get to it. Don't do something that's gonna drastically impact your life in a negative way. Always do your due diligence. Always double check the information. Things change. People have different perspective. These are mine. These are my opinion. This is what I'm doing. It does not necessarily mean it'll work for you, but it's been working for me, and I have a plan myself on how to proceed with this. And at the end of the day, if you're still interested, I do have my link, my referral link in the description. I will be more than happy for you to join and to help you out through the whole process and see where we could take this. I Please, again, if I've helped you in any way, if this was informative, if this was something you're looking for, please like, subscribe, comment. I do appreciate the feedback. And as always, I thank you very much for spending such valuable time with me today. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.